the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay, wake the streets up. Okay, come on. Okay, wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Come on, wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Thursday. Welcome to your BossFM Evening News. It's Jalisa.
And it's Jessie.
Okay, guys, for today's episode, we guys are giving you the hard hitting, okay? It's getting really scary. Let's start off with Iran and Russia. The FBI tells us that they aim to interfere with the election. The Director of National Intelligence, John Ratcliffe, announced on Wednesday evening's press conference that Iran and Russia allegedly obtained voter registration information that may or may not be used to undermine confidence in the U.S. election system. So here's the context, y'all. Voters in Florida and Alaska reportedly received threatening emails claiming to be from the Proud Boys, an alt-right group, white supremacy. Okay, let's continue. Local law enforcement and election officials turned the emails over to the federal authorities, per the Washington Post. This is what they're saying. First, we have confirmed that some voter registration information had been obtained by Iran and separately by Russia. So they're not even working together. This is two different plans on two different forces, according to our U.S. official, John Ratcliffe. Okay. This data can be used by foreign actors to attempt to communicate false information to register voters and hope that they will cause confusion. So chaos and undermining your confidence in your American democracy, basically, is what they're saying that the plan is trying to be. They're also saying that, to the end, we already seen Iran sending spoof emails designed to intimidate voters, incite unrest, and damage to President Trump. Additionally, Iran is distributing other content to include a video that implies individuals could cast fraudulent ballots even from overseas. These actions are desperate attempts by desperate adversaries, and even the adversaries that pursue further attempts to intimidate or attempt to undermine voter confidence know that our election systems are resilient and you can be confident in your vote and that it is secure.
It's really sad.
I agree. I completely agree. Twitter and Facebook are both working with law enforcement while taking action to stop small accounts over the matter. Facebook Secure told Axis that they have stopped this one account. It was fake, obviously, in the attempt to seed information related to what appears to be an influence operation, primarily focused on spreading false claims via email. What's going on in your state is crazy. But in my state, where I live in Texas, they're letting social workers turn away clients who are LGBTQ or have a disability. Okay, so Texas social workers are upset that their board's decision this week to remove all protections for the LGBT clients and clients who are disabled that seek social services. The Texas State Board of Social Work examiners voted unanimously Monday to change the section of the Code of Conduct that establishes when a social worker may refuse service to someone. The code will no longer prohibit social workers from turning away clients on the basis of disability, sexual orientation, or gender identity. Board members say Governor Greg Abbott's office recommended the change because the code's non-discrimination protections went beyond the protections laid out in the state law that governs how and when the state may discipline social workers. The executive director of the Texas chapter of the National Association of Social Workers, Will Francis is his name, he called it incredibly disheartening. He also criticized board members for removing the non-discrimination protections without input from the social workers they license and oversee. So let's run that back real quick. Without the input of the social workers that are already licensed and oversee. Okay, so they didn't even know that this was happening. Okay. Francis said now there's a gray area between what's legally allowed and ethically responsible. The law should never allow a social worker to legally do unethical things.
So the Caren Act was originally introduced in July at a previous San Francisco Board of Supervisors meeting. This meeting was called after a man was writing Black Lives Matter in his own home, as Blavity previously reported. The motion would award a victim damage of at least $1,000 if they pursued legal actions, according to ABC 7. When law enforcement responds to non-emergency calls as a result of the caller being prejudiced, discriminatory, and racist, it diverts resources away from actual emergencies happening. We see these videos of people just at the park minding their own business and getting the cops called on them multiple times just for one, either taking a stroll with their family or going on a run or just doing some simple yoga out there in the front park. So this is another form of racial violence instigating against people of color, and this further causes mistrust behavior amongst commuters of color and law enforcement.
All right, guys, you know what today is? It's Extravagant Thursday.
So Extravagant Thursday is basically where we tell you our favorite spots and hope that you could take a travel or a trip to where we recommend. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So what do you got on your mind, Jalisa?
Today, my Extravagant Thursday place to be, where do I wish I was right now? The voting poll. Okay, you need your ID, your ballots, a pen. You don't even need those things except for your ID for real. But go ahead and bring extra just in case you need it. Because that's where you need to be as well, in your dreams, in real life, November 3rd, wherever, whatever time you have, you should spend it at the voting poll.
And if you think about it, if you open both of these up, they have your own location of where to go vote.
There we go.
There, nice, man. Congratulations. I really like that. I think I might go over there. No,
Okay.
actually, I will go over there. So my Extravagant Thursday is actually someplace where you could take a very romantic date with you and your partner, located at 751 Echo Park Avenue. It is a little lake where you could take you a little stroll around the whole perimeter in a boat designed as a swan. So I recommend going in the late evening or at night where you can see the whole entire skyline of Los Angeles, especially with that sunset coming down. Man, I'm telling you, you need to go. So all you need is really $20 and your partner. And you two could just have an amazing time. All right, guys, that is it for your Thursday evening news. Please tune in tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. for more news and updates. And do not forget to tune in tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. for more entertainment news with BossFM.
And if you would like to rewatch our shows, as always, they will be available on our BossFM app for replay and all of our social media platforms. But thanks again for tuning in. It's Jalisa.
And it's Jessie. Hope you guys have a great day.
Make the streets up. Yeah. Okay.